Hey everybody, it's Casual Boops coming at you with another video, and today we're going to cover the Advent Calendar Day 8, and today it is the M41D, the Tier 8 Chinese light tank, selling for 6,100 gold, which is the cost of the tank. Let's see, where it is. The cost of the tank, which is 5,800 gold plus your 300 gold garage slot, just like all the other ones. Yeah, so do I think this is a good tank that you should buy this? If you really like light tanks, maybe. That's your short version. Otherwise, I'll get into the details here now. I'm going to compare this to the other light tank at Tier 8 that I think that everybody probably should buy, which is the LT432. So, upsides to the M41, it has relatively good DPM, and the penetration is pretty good for a Tier 8 light tank. I mean, Wargaming kind of neutered all of the light tanks in the game a few patches ago. I think it was like 9.18 or something like that. And ever since then, they've kind of all been a little bit lackluster, except for the EBRs. But anyways, so for a Tier 8 light tank, the DPM is pretty okay, and the penetration is pretty okay. But that's kind of where the good times stop. You know, the damage 170 doesn't really feel that great. I mean, it's a little bit less than the LT432. Like, you would think these are similar enough that they would play similarly, and I would have similar bad things to say about the LT432, but I don't. The LT is great for different reasons. Anyways, I'll get into that, I guess. So the shell velocity is fine. Like, there's things here to like, I suppose. 9 degrees in gun depression is comfy. The aim time is fine. 0.34, you know, accuracy is okay. Like, and the turret traverse dispersion is really good. Like, there are things to like. The big issue here is they're about the same speed. This one has no armor, and the LT432 actually has, like, I've bounced a surprising amount of crap off of an LT, and you will not bounce anything off of an M41D. So that's the big thing, and it's also very, very huge. It's a big tank, and the camo is not that great. So I just want to get into the specifics. Like, there's no armor per se, but it is just a big, tall tank, which means it's harder to hit. And I think if I could put this screenshot, like this tank, over top of like an LT432, I think the LT432 would be like this big, like the same, like just the hull of the M41D is like the same size as the entire tank of the LT432. So it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it so is. It's just big. And I personally, I like pew pew tanks, but I don't know, it just doesn't, I personally have a hard time feeling like I'm affecting the battle with this thing, but I have friends that like it. I don't think it's a complete piece of trash, and the 390 view range is fine. Like, there are reasons to buy this tank if you like, if this is kind of your jam. I will say that the Chinese light tank line is hot trash. I think most of the Chinese lines are kind of hot trash, to be honest. And that's not like a racist thing. That's just the balancing in this game. They're just bad. So I think that if you are a light tank enthusiast, then this might be something that you consider. Yeah, I don't think it's a complete piece of garbage, but I don't really care for mine personally. Having said that, these are all the Tier 8 light tanks in the game, and I think definitely probably the best one is probably the EBR. Which should come as a surprise to absolutely no one, and possibly tied for first is the LT432. So those two are the ones where if you really like light tanks and you want to like experience the light tank gameplay, get one of those two, and everything else is like at least one step lower. Some of them do different things, but better than those two tanks. But those are the two that are the most effective light tanks at Tier 8, in my opinion. So. This isn't a definite no, but it's not a definite yes. I don't think new players would like this, and I don't think if you're like, maybe I'll try light tanks, probably don't do this. So yeah, if you're burning, gold is burning a hole in your pocket, sure, maybe give it a shot. So alrighty, that's it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.